I bet you don't know about the group of black men that scared the KKK into submission and scared them out of their town because they don't want you to know about that. You know how, like, when you hear the word civil rights movement, you think of the nonviolent movements or the nonviolent organizations. We don't talk nearly enough about the movements that acted on the contrary. And I don't like calling them violent. They just retaliated. They responded. They fought back, stood 10 toes, and wasn't scared to get back in the field. But the reason we only hear about the nonviolent movements is because if you knew the success and the progress that was made just because of these violent, right, these retaliatory organizations, imagine what we would do as a community. Now imagine what they don't want us to do and why they don't want us to know about them. I'm going to educate you. Today we're going to be talking about CORE, specifically the Deacons of Defense. Now, CORE, the nonviolent side of this entire organization, stands for the Congress of Racial Equality, and that started in the 40s. Now, like I said, they were nonviolent. They fought for equality all around. It wasn't just sit-ins. It wasn't just protests and marches. They did a lot for the black community as far as protecting our rights and making sure that we had protection, but they went the nonviolent route. Now, they facilitated a lot of the marches that we know today, and they were a part of a lot of the marches that we know today, but unfortunately, they were kind of overpowered by Martin Luther King's civil rights movement, which it doesn't matter who gets the credit, but I think it's important that we know about them. But I'm going to go deeper into them, but just to give you a brief synopsis of the Deacons of Defense, they were the complete opposite of nonviolent. These were, we can call them the Black Panthers, right? These were the young black men that were not scared to protect their communities and retaliate when something happened to someone in their community. Not only was it retaliatory, it was also simply walking around the streets, right? They would post up at the voting polls because during this is a time where the black vote was important, and it was so important that it was being suppressed to a point where they were massacring black people at the polls. So these black men within Jonesboro and also in a few other cities, we'll go into that, decided to post up at these polls. They posted up at pools, at bars, at lunch counters, cafeterias, the movie theaters. They posted up, and it wasn't that they were there to intimidate anyone, but they were there simply to provide safety and security to the black people that actually were trying to enjoy these services and just exercise their right to have fun, to just live your life and have fun. I'm going to post the full video in my Patreon explaining to you the Deacons of Defense and also CORE and their affiliations and affiliates. I don't post regularly in my Patreon. If you do support my Patreon and you become a subscriber, this will just be a donation to my nonprofit, which is dedicated to keeping Black history in our schools. And this is just one initiative out of the many initiatives that I'm currently working on, but this is the main focus, is keeping Black history, whether it be in our schools, in our community centers, teaching in our churches, whatever may have you. But your donation, your subscription will be used to help my nonprofit. But yeah, did you know this? And maybe next time somebody mentions the civil rights movement and they try and like shit on the fact that they were nonviolent and it got us nothing, there was also the contrary. And they definitely got us something. So did the people that responded to said violence with violence.